this video. I just need to like talk. And yeah, I am just realizing how much I don't feel like who I am, where I like just don't feel like myself. And I'm getting out of I've already broken up, but like in my heart, it's been like still struggling to move on, and not just with like my ex, just also with friends that we ended up not being friends. And I'm like 29, and I feel like I'm at this place in my life where I think I see it in other people who are older. They're so much more mature in terms of when to end things and when to like officially end it in your mind and just be like, okay. And I really feel like for me right now, I'm going through that, and I am nervous as to who I am, where I'm me now. I know it sounds like what, but like my feeling of like who I am, I still haven't really felt that. And it's this thing where it's like, I feel like I need to go out and experience life. I am like living with my parents, saving money, but I live in my hometown, and I've gone elsewhere for a minute, but for the most part of my life, I've been in my hometown. And it's like this thing within me that I have a dream to like go out there and introduce the world to who I am. And it's something where it's like weird. I don't know if you ever feel weird of presenting yourself out to the world after going on a hiatus, and it's like the world is like your community, your local people. And it's interesting where, like, for me, I'm just working through my feelings, and I am so astonished as to how much I've led myself to not getting out again, because my feelings have been going through it. And I guess I never really realized until like super recently how I led myself down, and not like led myself down, like let myself down. I led myself down this path where I'm getting out of, like, for instance, a pool with no water, and there's no like nothing that can get you out of, like, no ladder. Basically, you have to find a way to engineer whatever kind of thing you can to get yourself out of the pool. And that's kind of where I'm at. And it's something I think really relatable to a lot of people. And I don't know, I guess, like, I don't know where I'm gonna go and what I'll see in all of this. I just feel so nervous of like putting myself out there in ways of like, I don't know, so many things. And if you're nervous too, let's put ourselves out there together. I have been like really wanting to go, I don't know, live elsewhere, and gaining independency again after, I normally don't date. Like, normally I would be, if I was to like see someone, it wouldn't be that long. And I got out of 2 relationships, not back to back, but these were a couple years, and I totally feel like I changed in ways I didn't want to. And it was out of just the necessity where when it comes to romance, it's cool and everything, It's something where it's like, it got in the way for me though when it came to loving myself and, you know, making sure that I feel good about myself. And truth be told, like, I'm still working on trying to really like who I am. And I know it's like, what, but, you know, we all go through all of it in terms, and like, it just is so weird for me in ways where, like, I'm such a feelings person. And, like, I see myself on the outside. I don't look so much different, I guess. I just feel so much different. And it's that kind of thing where it's like, yeah, like, I think I notice it too with other people in my community where they look at me differently, I guess. And it's not from, and I guess, like, I've learned too that whatever in terms of how they look at me differently, it's something where I need to allow myself to be okay with no matter what kind of looks I get, you know what I mean? Loving myself is what I want to be doing. I don't know, I feel lost, but I feel like I'm learning how to love myself, and I feel lost in love and way of how now can I love myself? What can I do now? Where I can look at in way of tomorrow, and it's like I'm so proud of myself, sort of thing. Like, I really don't tell myself that I'm proud of myself, and I really, like, today struggled like a lot with just not feeling good about myself, and just even saying that I'm proud of myself feels a lot better. Like, I even feel like it'll be okay. It's just crazy of, like, I had hopes and ways of these relationships working out and they didn't, and just making me realize that I put so much hopes and efforts into things working out outside of me when, like, I really am gonna hope and try better with loving, like, myself inside and, like, loving who I am as a unique person. Yeah, like, I do have insecurity where, like, even though I look really cool, I guess, I feel really different inside where, like, I was just like diagnosed with autism, and it, like, helps me feel a lot better about, like, being so quirky. Like, I get picked on, and, like, people like to joke about stuff in ways where, like, it was, like, so much easier as a kid to be me than now as an adult, where, like, I'm a woman and I'm 29 and I just don't know where I fit in. I don't know how to fit in. And it's just, like, so, it's so crazy where, like, I try really hard to, like, figure out how to fit in, but it's just, like, I feel so I feel like I'm a piece of a puzzle in the wrong puzzle box, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm fine as myself. I guess I'm, like, going through just, like, the whole, my actions are, like, so, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, I feel like my actions are, like, being backed up by, like, some habits of just how I deal with emotions that I guess, like, I don't know how else to describe it, but like, I guess I'm learning how I am as like a human being, you know what I mean? Like how I human. Like me as a being human, I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm about to watch like that TV show because like I love life and I just haven't been part of life where like I have not done group stuff in so long, but I am getting back into like in terms of like going to city group, I don't know, events. Like I love music festivals right now, and I want to do like some like 4th of July stuff. I think that would be really fun, and just kind of like get back into being part of my community where I just, yeah, like I totally lost myself in connections that did not go well for me, where I guess I'm like reconnecting in my community after those connections, and it feels like I went through some kind of internal war and I'm coming out of it and I survived. I just I think I'm like pushing myself so much to thrive. Like, you ever push yourself to thrive when you just like are still trying to survive? I think that's where I'm at. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I feel better about how I feel. Thanks for listening. And I hope that, you know, if you feel the same, know you're not alone in this and that it's okay. Tomorrow will come, and then another tomorrow will come. We'll get through this together. Bye.